This lends itself to this discussion about has this recovery got legs? So with those final numbers, we'll be looking in a lot more detail at those their capital expenditures to see whether the companies are really confident yet to start spending more money on their firms, to start expanding. Because at the moment, the job numbers anyway that we've got, yes, the rate of job loss is easing quite nicely, but still remaining quite significant. And one of the issues that we've got here is that although output bounced really quite nicely, there was a less marked bounce in new order inflows. Now, you need those new order inflows to continue to build in good numbers to really sustain this bounce that we've got. If that demand starts to fade, then of course you're going to get more of a W shape than a V shaped recovery. And at the moment, there's a strong hint that that's indeed the case, that those order book numbers aren't strong enough. You've got backlogs of work continuing to fall, for example, hinting that there is excess capacity. And if that persists, firms will be even more convinced that they're going to have to start cutting back on their costs. And that's another thing. Actually, this survey revealed that costs are rising. Firms reporting that their costs, certainly in relation to COVID-19 and PPE, those costs are rising. So that's an additional burden that's going to make them think twice about keeping those employment levels as they are in this environment.
So it sounds like at a headline level, these numbers are encouraging. We've crossed back into growth territory above that 50 mark. But then when you peel back the layers, it actually paints a much more cautious picture in terms of the sustainability of this recovery. Is that a fair summary?
That's exactly the way I would summarize it, yeah. It's on the surface, very encouraging numbers, but we need those other indicators to really start picking up to become convinced this has got legs. So it really doesn't change our outlook. Our forecasting team, for example, is predicting a very slow, drawn-out recovery as this initial burst loses a bit of momentum. That seems to be what we're looking at so far.